home shopping on television, but Colleen Lopez, who's our bargain hunter, used to sell on Home Shopping Network. She was the best, and now she's going to give us the do's and don'ts of home shopping. It should be interesting. Before we do that, super bargain number one. It's a super sandwich deal at Schlotzsky's. This is a no-lose great deal, 50% off. Schlotzsky's is a place to go if you like sandwiches. They have several locations, well, actually 2 around the Twin Cities. The deal is on their medium original, which has ham, luncheon meat, salami, olives, 3 kinds of cheese, tomato, lettuce, and onions made in a sourdough bun. Usually $3.49 today and tomorrow, half price. Ask for the super bargain. So you see all this stuff on television home shopping, and you don't know if you should buy it or not. Well, we're going to get some advice. Sharon? That's
right. Those home shopping clubs have gotten so popular on television in the last few years. Are there good deals to be had if you buy through television? And also, are there things you should watch out for? Colleen Lopez, our bargain hunter, and also, as Steve said, who was involved in the Cable Value Network for a few years, is going to go behind the scenes and show us. Colleen?
Well, that's right, Steve and Sharon. Have you noticed that whenever you turn on the TV lately, you always find that there's somebody trying to sell you something? Movie stars, TV stars are selling things like the Thigh Master and cellulite cream. And then there's these home shopping networks where people sell all different types of products, and they tell you to get in on all these great deals. Well, if you're like many other millions of people around the country, you maybe have been tempted to buy from some of these places. So today, there actually is a home shopping network based right here in the Twin Cities, and we're going to go over and we're going to check it out.
ValueVision is a national home shopping network based here in Edina and is operated by people who have been in the television shopping business for almost a decade. They reach millions of potential shoppers each day by satellite dish or cable TV and offer merchandise at up to 80% off retail. They offer many different types of items, jewelry being the most popular, and they buy all of their products direct from manufacturers. One thing you're sure to notice about ValueVision is that they have lots of friendly hosts whose job it is to inform and sell you on the merchandise. They work 3 or 4 hours at a time, and as you can see here with hosts Charla Ryan and Carmela Richards, they seem to have lots of fun and lots of energy.
Right now, we're in the studio area of ValueVision where the hosts are selling products live on the air. They have jewelry, designer perfume, and the prices seem to be very affordable. And what else is really amazing is as they stand up there and sell, they actually take calls from people who are calling in from all over the country to order the products. And my question is, who are these people who are shopping and buying all this stuff?
Obviously female. We feel about 93% of the customers ordering are female, and their average age is anywhere from 22, 23 up to 50. They're much more educated than the normal kind of, they say, the median kind of profile of the consumer. And she has money to spend, and she wants quality merchandise, and that's why she's shopping.
Well, there's no question about it. Tons of people are shopping on television, as was evident when we stopped by the telemarketing room where orders were being taken. But for those of you who have never shopped on TV, we asked them to give us some insider's tips on things to look out for.
Remember, you're shopping through a medium that's television. So you're sitting at home and you're seeing your television set, which is a 19-inch measured diagonally screen, and now we hold up a piece of gold for you. And all of a sudden, when our camera comes in tight on it, you think you're actually buying a gold tire track. You know, it's this wide across the screen, where in fact it's a 50 gauge. This piece of crystal, which is about 2 inches tall, looks like the tower, you know, the Eiffel Tower. Remember, the screen is blowing it up, it's magnifying it. But put it back into perspective again. The other thing to be careful of, or at least be attuned to, is that out there in the electronics industry right now is an item called refurbished goods or recycled goods. You have to be cautious about that. Now, what's happening actually is the manufacturer is getting this merchandise back from consumer stores all across the country. They're putting it back through their processes. They're straightening it up. They're cleaning it. They're being sure that it works. And then they resell it. Now, you can buy that at very, very low prices. Here at ValueVision, we won't sell that, but that item is out there available for sale. So be sure you're not buying refurbished.
One final tip is to remember, just as with catalog shopping, be sure to include the cost of shipping and handling when determining whether or not you're getting a fair price.
And Colleen is joining us right now to give us some more advice.
Yeah, I think it's important, Sharon, to be savvy and just to know that the hosts on these networks, it's their job to sell you product, but there is good merchandise to be had. There's no question about it. Because otherwise they wouldn't be in business this long.
Right.
It's a billion-dollar industry.
Repeat, right? The
And
people
they
who buy.
love it, and so that's important to note. Now, something he touched on that I wanted to bring up was the refurbished electronics. Electronics is big business in television shopping, that if you're ever going to buy an electronic, this is a catalog, and I want to show you. It says in this ad, factory refurbished, okay? And that means that somebody bought this, it didn't work, they sent it back to the manufacturer fixed it, and then they're turning around and reselling it.
It says this in the catalog. Does it say that on home shopping when you shop?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Really?
Always ask. That's a big.
So when you call in and ask, they'll tell you?
They have to tell you, absolutely, if they have the information.
Okay.
You bet.
All
So
right.
be sure to ask that. Now, something else. This is an example of something that ValueVision sells for $89, and it's a beautiful comforter set. It's a 210 count, 100% cotton, and we found this in a department store here in the Twin Cities, the exact thing for $589.
And how much was it on the shopping?
$89.
What?
The exact. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
So there are great deals
So there
to
are
be
some
had
really
if you know what you're looking for.
Exactly. Shop. Get your catalogs next to you. Price compare. Get your rulers out. Make sure you know the size. And we talked about the shipping and handling fees. Always be sure to incorporate that fee into your price to decide whether or not you're really getting a good value. Now, one other thing that people should know about, there's something on TV when you're watching television from time to time, and especially if you have cable, you think you're watching a talk show. There's something called infomercials, and they're these half-hour, they look like talk shows. Here's one that I actually worked on.
all the time. What were you selling here?
We were selling beauty cream here, but we had a live audience in front of us. We were taking phone calls. We were interviewing guests. Looks like a talk show, but we are, in essence, selling this cream.
And that audience was paid to be there?
The audience is a paid audience. Those are all actors and actresses out there. But the key here, it was good cream. There's nothing wrong with the product. It's just important to know that they're trying to sell you, so just be aware, be savvy, and
we're getting them all the way around on television nowadays. But I think people know that, and they're choosing to tune into some of these networks.
So, so if you're going to try it, one final tip, buy something really inexpensive the first time if you're going to try it, and see what you think. See how your delivery is, customer service, all those things.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you. Good
You
advice.
bet.
Colleen Lopez, our bargain